Most people walking into a Lexus dealership this year are going to make a massive mistake. They're going to ask for the entry-level NX to save a few $1,000s, only to find out that the entry-level model they knew is gone. For 2026, Lexus just deleted the NX 250. That one move changed everything about who this car is for and how much it's going to cost you to get in the door. I've spent weeks digging through the owner forums, the reliability data, and the 2026 order guides. And honestly, there are 4 things about this SUV that will absolutely frustrate you. But there are 9 things that make it arguably the best luxury compact SUV on the market today. If you're cross-shopping this with a BMW X3 or a Genesis GV70, you need to hear this before you sign that 60-month finance deal. Because today, we're going deep. 4 worst, 9 best, and 1 hidden update for 2026 that finally fixes a major hybrid complaint. Let's get into it. Let's start with a worst, and it's one that Lexus refuses to fix. Every single 2026 Lexus NX comes standard with run-flat tires. On paper, it sounds great. You get a puncture and you can keep driving for 50 miles. But here's the reality. Run-flats have stiffer sidewalls. That means every pothole, every expansion joint, and every pebble on the road is sent directly into your spine. I've seen dozens of owners, especially those moving from an older, softer Lexus, complain that the NX feels jittery. It's not the suspension, it's the tires. And because there's no spare tire under the trunk floor, you're stuck with them unless you want to carry a repair kit and a prayer. If you want that classic Lexus cloud ride, you might have to spend an extra $1,000 on day 1 just to swap these out for standard Michelins. Now, let's talk about a best. If you're coming from a 2020 or older Lexus, you probably remember that nightmare of a touchpad. Well, forget it. The 2026 NX features the 14-inch Lexus interface, and it is, finally, world-class. It's snappy, the resolution is crisp, and the Hey Lexus voice assistant actually understands what you're saying. But the best part? It's the physical knobs. Lexus kept big, chunky dials for the temperature. You don't have to dive into 3 menus just to defrost your windshield. In a world where Tesla and Mercedes are removing every button, Lexus found the middle ground. It feels high-tech, but it doesn't feel like you need a PhD to turn up the AC. But it's not all perfect inside. This brings us to worst 2, the touch-sensitive steering wheel controls. Lexus tried to be futuristic here. The buttons on the wheel are blank. To see what they do, you have to rest your thumb on them and look at the head-up display on your windshield. If you don't have the HUD, good luck. Even with it, it adds an extra step to every single action. You want to skip a song. You have to wake up the button first, verify on the glass, then click. It's a solution to a problem that didn't exist. For many drivers, especially if you're wearing gloves in the winter, it's a daily annoyance that never quite becomes muscle memory. Best number 2 is the 350h hybrid powertrain. This is the heart of the NX lineup. 240 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds, and a staggering 41 miles per gallon in the city. But here is best number 3, and this is specific to 2026. The hybrid is now available in front-wheel drive. Previously, if you wanted the hybrid, you had to pay for all-wheel drive. For 2026, Lexus opened up a FWD option. If you live in a place like Florida, Texas, or California, where you don't need AWD for snow, you can now get that 40+ MPG for a lower starting price. It makes the hybrid more accessible than ever, and it's the version I would tell 90% of you to buy. There is a trade-off for that efficiency though. Worst number 3, the engine note under heavy acceleration. When you're cruising, the NX is silent, but the moment you mash the pedal to merge onto a 70-mile-per-hour highway, the electronic CVT holds the engine at a high, steady drone. It's not a sporty growl, it's a howl. In a BMW, merging feels like an event. In the NX Hybrid, it feels like the car is working hard. If you're used to the silk-smooth V6 engines of the past, this 4-cylinder buzz might feel a little unrefined for a luxury badge. Let's rapid fire through 4 more bests that make the NX a fortress on wheels. Best number 4 is the build quality. Close the door. That thunk is the sound of Japanese Takumi craftsmanship. No rattles, no cheap plastics where your knees touch, just solid, obsessive engineering. Best number 5 is the digital latch with safe exit assist. This is brilliant. The door handles don't pull, they're electronic buttons. If the car detects a cyclist or a car coming from behind, it will literally lock the door so you don't door someone. It's saved countless accidents already. Best number 6, Lexus Safety System 3.0. It's standard. Every 2026 NX gets adaptive cruise, lane tracing, and emergency braking. No package is required. Best number 7, the resale value. This is the boring reason to buy a Lexus, but it's the most important. In 5 years, a BMW X3 will have lost 50% of its value. The NX, it'll likely hold 60 to 65%. It is the smartest place to put $50,000 in the car market. Before we hit the final bests, we have to address the elephant in the room. Worst number 4, rear seat space. The NX is a compact SUV, and it feels like it. If you have tall teenagers or frequently drive 4 adults, the back seat is cozy. At 36 inches of legroom, it's tighter than a Toyota RAV4. If you're coming from an older RX, you will feel the squeeze. It's a great car for couples or small families. But if roominess is your #1 priority, you'll find yourself looking at the larger TX or RX within 5 minutes of sitting in the back. We're closing out with the 2 biggest reasons the NX is a top pick for 2026. Best number 8, ambient lighting. Lexus finally stepped up their game here. With 64 colors and thematic presets like rainforest and waterfall, the cabin transforms at night. It feels like a high-end lounge. Best number 9, the reliability heritage. Consumer Reports just named the 2026 NX a top pick. Why? Because while other brands are struggling with complex electronics and turbo failures, the Lexus NX, especially the hybrid, is built to go 200,000 miles. It's the luxury car for people who hate the service department. So, is the 2026 Lexus NX perfect? No. The tires are stiff, the steering buttons are annoying, and the backseat is tight. But here's a reality. It is the most sensible, high-tech, and efficient luxury SUV you can buy today. If you want a sports SUV, go buy a Porsche. But if you want a car that pampers you, saves you money at the pump, and stays out of the repair shop, the 2026 NX isn't just a good choice, it's the only choice. What do you think? Are those steering wheel buttons a deal breaker for you, or is 41 mpg worth the trade-off? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And if you're looking for the best/worst of the larger Lexus RX, click the video on your screen right now. I'll see you there.